Hello again YouTube, me here, the Quad Father, doing a quick little video today on the Vortex, Immersion RC Vortex, and these, if I can zoom in on that. Anyway, that is the LED protection. We're going to fit them today to save the back legs smashing into the LED board. I haven't done this yet, so I'm going to do it for you today on YouTube and show everyone else. So the idea of it is, on the back of the Vortex here, you can see that these legs are obviously designed to fold, but as they fold, if you crash, then what can happen is they can, let me focus you in a bit here, what can happen is the legs, as they fold, can hit, you can feel it there, hitting the board. Now obviously under an extreme impact you could damage the board, damage the LEDs, you could probably rip the LED board off the main board. Anyway, it'd be expensive and a nightmare. So they have kindly, only in the version 2, supplied this. Now these are 2 bars, screws and nuts, a kit to basically stop that from happening, or at least try. So we're going to fit them now, show you all at home how it's done. We're going to start off by removing the screw here on the back, this one. We'll do one side first. So I'm just going to remove this screw here. You will need a 1.5mm hex, and you just want to remove this screw here. Okay, and what we're going to try and do is take one of your metal pieces, and we're going to try and just push it in between the carbon fibre and the red piece of plastic there. So a bit tricky in front of the camera to focus it as well. So in we go, try and slide that across, and if we look on top, we've made it, we've got the hole there. So put that Allen screw back in. Now these screws, these are like self-tapping screws, they're not threaded, so we'll stick that in. We won't go too tight to start with, so we've got a bit of movement there. And the next part, you want to just fold it round, as you can see there, and you'll see a hole just here underneath the arm, by my thumbnail there, and that is designed to bend. Go there, line that hole up. Then with the kit you get a threaded Allen nut, again 1.5mm, and a nut. Now what I'm going to do is, there's obviously a bit of vibration in the quad, so I'm going to put just a dab of Loctite on there as well to save that coming undone. And I'm going to go underneath. There's no real kind of instructions, I couldn't find any videos on YouTube, hence why I'm doing this one. So we go underneath, pop that through. So you want the blue thread lock. I know it's in a red tub, don't worry everyone, it is blue as you can see there. And the reason you don't want to use red is because you'll never get it off. Blue, at least if something does happen and you've got to take the frame apart, you can still get it off there. Okay. So 1.5mm, get that on there, up underneath. Just see we're coming out the top there, and I'm just going to put a tiny little blob of as you can see there. And we'll put the nut on. Okay, so we're on there, we're not tight yet. No idea how I'm going to tighten this. Okay, so we're going to come up from underneath. Okay, so we got the screw in there, got the nut on top, got the rustiest, oldest pair of long nose pliers that I own, but it's all I own, all I can find anyway. So we're just going to hold the top of the nut. It's really hard to do in front of the camera, but I've got to show you what we're doing. Come on. I know how frustrating it is when you're watching someone faff around. Right, do her up, nice and tight, not too tight, we got Loctite on there. And that's it. Now, you can see we've got the metal there, the curve, and now if, or shall I say when, with me flying, the leg goes back, we cannot hit the LED board. So, preventative measure, well worth doing, and as it's in the box, it doesn't even cost you anything. So that's it, on there, on the top, and completely out of the way. Now on with the other side, exact same thing, just in reverse. So we will start removing this screw. Like I say, these are self-tapping screws, so they're easy to remove. You shouldn't have to open the whole frame or anything. You should be able to, like I can, just slide this under. He's saying that this side ain't going to work, is it? Nope, in we go. There we go. So put your self-tapper 1.5mm back in without dropping it all on the floor everywhere. Again, just don't do it up too tight so that you can move this around. Straight in. Just not going to go so tight. So exactly the same thing. Bend this round. You can see a hole at the bottom there. Make sure that hole lines up. Okay. Get your other non-self tapper. This is a threaded 1.5mm hex. We're going to go up through the hole there in the bottom. Okay, just hold that with my finger. Get the Loctite out again. Everything moving around, making noise. Nice little blob on there. Probably a bit too much, but it'll work. Get the nut on. That's probably the hardest bit, is to get this nut on. Okay, we're biting. Okay, so just do it up as tight as you can, holding your finger on top. Then we're just going to nick it up with my rusty, horrible long nose pliers. Grip that on there. Move the camera around a bit. Prop it up on my leg. And there we go. So now you can see we've got them both fitted on there. As the legs come back, nowhere near the LED board, and I'm putting quite a bit of pressure on there. Same with this side. You can see we're not touching the board there, and that's about it. Just wanted to show you that, as I couldn't find any videos explaining or showing how to do it. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I know you guys like a tutorial video rather than my flying videos. So there you go. Any questions, right below, and look out for my next video coming up, where I am going to be changing the orange RX for the lemon RX, which has arrived and is just here. So stay tuned for the next video, and we'll be fitting this and setting it all up. Thanks for watching, guys.